Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Metallic Nano Puzzle. And we got a Zaku and Gundam. I first saw them at Ami, and they're sold out on pre-order. Wonderful! Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to get it there, but on the flip side, a good friend of mine, yes, I keep saying a good friend of mine, he wants to be anonymous, so we'll just leave it there. And he is able to get, or help me hook up with two of these guys. Pretty awesome. And thank you very much. And yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and build them. Likewise, I think I did a review on this one here. This is the Black Pearl, so it's gonna be something like this. So it's pretty cool. I think it's one of those what do you call it, photo etched metal. It's on a thin sheets of metal, and you just kind of bend them around, and there's like slits that you like. I'm not sure if you can see it from here, but we'll go over it once we open this. And it's a pretty amazing. So this is just a box. Just take a quick glance at it on the back. There we go. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm not sure how much they are in yen price. I don't think it's listed here, but I have to say they're about 30 bucks or more, or depending where you get them, and they might be rare to find now. It's one of those. You want to build it? Yes, of course I want to build it. Sometimes, even though it's rare, it's kind of the fun of it. It's part of it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and build the Gundam first, then we'll build the Zaku afterwards. Well, we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I don't mess up the Gundam. Alright, so there we go. Actually, let's do an unboxing on the Gundam first. Alright, so inside there's actually a big fold out. Well, this one is only one side, but it gives you kind of layout what each piece is, or the numbering on them. And it's actually quite packed. There's only 2 sheets of metal here. And here we go. There's also a beam saber here, which is just by itself. Where'd it go? This could be a good toothpick. But yeah, it's nice. I kind of wish they also have the beam saber. No, that's the beam saber. I mean a beam rifle. Right, so let's see. Get this thing off. Huh. It's tape there. How do I get this out? The tape. Ah, jeez. Alright, I might have to do that off camera, but there's 2 of them in there. And now we got more instructions there. And basically, tools you need, well, one of the parts there where you have to roll on the pen. So I have a stylus here. And some needle nose pliers. So that's about it. Alright, so inside we got instructions here, and they actually have a layout of the 2 plates it comes with. Actually kind of fragile, but you got 2 of them, a lot of details in there, really packed too. Surprisingly, they're able to fit everything in just 2 plates. And you get instructions there how to assemble it. Tools, you need some needle nose pliers, and maybe a pencil or a stylus to roll things around. So those are the basic tools you need. Certain parts you might need a pliers, but I think it's one of those that you can just keep bending it till you popped it out. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. It's like building Gunpla but with metal. Pretty cool. Alright, I might just do one to demonstrate, or maybe, well, since the Gundam is symmetrical, maybe I'll do one side first, then maybe demonstrate the other ones, since I get the hang of it already. But yeah, let's give it a shot. Alright, I'm just going to demonstrate one of them. Just, give it a shot. Alright, so the first one is identifying where it will be. So first one, according to this, is right there. I'm just following the... okay. So using this one, this is right here. Yes. Is it this way? Huh. Now this way. Okay. Number 1 is... Jeez. I think it's right here. Yep, it's this one right here. So, see if I can pop this out. It's one of those we gotta wiggle out. See if I can. I'm so tempted to use some pliers. Okay. Alright, I managed to pry this out. So basically what I did is, looking back here, there's actually 3 points here, here, and here. Kind of like what nubs are. And the idea is you want to be able to wiggle this around. So I had to pinch or take out one of them. Now, I think you can use your needle nose, but since I actually have nippers on the side here that it's actually kind of dull now, or if you see that, I made a mistake. Cut something I'm not supposed to, so this is kind of like my spare. And I just used the tip to pinch that off. And I was able to get one off and just wiggle my way out to get the other 2. There we go, pop that out. So for this guy, according to this, I'm going to orient myself to the instruction right here. And... So I would assume that we're gonna bend this way. I'm really hoping that this doesn't break. It's so fragile. And actually, let's take a closer look. Alright, there's a tab there, and I guess you put it on. Well, actually, let's put this one too first. Oh man, it's so fragile. Maybe it's not fragile, I'm just being cautious. Alright. Oh wait. One of them went in, but not the other. Come on. Again, I have to say, doing this behind the camera is a little difficult. Alright, so I got these 2 tabs in that slit. And I think... Alright, so this time I have to... See, it says an instruction, either you twist it or you... I'm just gonna fold it in. So... Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Alright, let me get it in focus, and... It's kind of hard to see. What am I looking at? Alright, so I got one there and the other one. Alright, think I got it. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Alright, so I got those closed. Then the next part for this is putting this across. So bend this over. And there's a tab there. Should go in, and there we go. So again, surprisingly, this thing is holding quite well, and this seems to be the arm of the Gundam. Pull this down, and there we go. All right, and we got an arm there, and the details on this, the PAL lines, that's pretty cool. All that etched. Alright, and let's try the next one. Alright, so let me demonstrate this. So this is an easy one. This is number 2 right here, and there's only 2 tabs, one on each side. So we're just gonna move it side to side till it pops out. This is something you don't do in Gunpla. Well, certain kits, you can do this. Because you don't want that nub mark. There we go. So we got this piece now, and again, in the instruction, it tells you how to... it's going to be off focus, but... It's going to be like this, and with this one, We're gonna put this on here, I think. Huh. Is that how it is? Yes. And again, there's little tabs there that you just push it on. Then we get those three. And I guess if it's in the middle, this is the part you could probably twist. Well, let's try that. So I'm just twisting the twist it probably 90 degrees. There we go. Or 90 or 180, as long as it holds in there. And I need to fix that. There we go. Good enough. It's probably the side of the Gundam, or the side of the torso, and here we go. And I think we're doing the shoulder next. Right, shoulder. There we go. Just gonna pop this out. So this one so far, they only have it in two sides, so that's easy to get. Now this one, we're just gonna fold over, and so the details is outside, so just gonna bend this. Oh, okay. So this one has two lines, and they want you to bend both of them. Yeah, that's gonna be easy. All right, and fold this down too. You know, surprisingly, they're very sturdy. Yeah, so you got the shoulder right there, and it's gonna just go over here. So we see two tabs. All right, once I get this on, right, like so. This one here, I'm probably gonna twist this. This one on the edge, I'm not sure. Might have to just fold that since it's too close to the edge, and if I twist it, it's not gonna give me much room later on when I have to put this on with the torso. And okay, there we go. But I find the twisting part, the twisting method gives you a better lock than just folding it. And we just get upside of the Gundam so far. Pretty cool. Why don't we keep going? Oh, here's the fun part where I have to do some circular. So this part here, I have to take that out. Alright, so down one. Sometimes you need a tool for this, so I'm just going to push this down. It's actually just connected in one point. So, get that out. Now this is very interesting how we're going to do this one. There we go. Let's just do one for now. Alright, so for this little guy here, it's telling me to roll it over on a stylus. So this particular one, it's kind of hard to determine which one is which. Top part, because this is the design there, but if I bend this around this, we don't see the details in the inside. So, yeah, I'm not too sure, but I do like the top part, so I'm going to bend this way. So actually, we can just use the needle nose, maybe up to here. And then we're just going to start bending across. Same thing with the other one. I guess it's better to just bend with a bigger circumference, so we can always bend that closer later on. And I think it might help if I actually have a pen. Let's see if I can get a pen. Here's my pen when you need one. Alright, so I have a pen here, but it's not sure if that's, yeah, it's too big. I should just use my stylus here. Playing the World Series right now. I'm hearing my neighbor shout. I wonder if San Francisco got a home run. Alright, so here we go. Bend this down, or a bit more. So the problem with using a pen is it's tapered, or it's in a cone shape. So yeah, this is a little tough. I realize. Alright, let me fix this and get back to it. Alright. It's too shiny. I managed to do this part here, and this is basically the elbow. And right, so for this one, I actually have to push it out and just get it to roll over like that. I'm just gonna do a little bit of wiggling back and forth, getting out of that nub. There we go. And this particular one, I have to roll it. Now this is very tricky, and you can use a pen, but I found the pen, it's not a good, it's not good to use. Right, so this is the next part. Probably good to demonstrate. Oh geez, this is too small. They advise to use a pen, but I'm just gonna use my nose pliers. So right, so this is the part where you have to roll it around. And my take on this is, I think it's just better just have a something go on the bigger diameter first, and work your way towards the center. And that's kind of lopsided. That's not a circle. Close enough. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close the top part. And this is basically the elbow. Yeah, the elbow. The two, alright, there we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my pliers to, kinda, oh sorry, I'm off camera. I'm gonna use my pliers to just kinda guide it around that circular part. And basically this is the elbow joint. We're going to bring it together and just gonna fuse it. Getting it there, close enough. Alright, so that's that part. And I need the number 5. Alright, so this is basically the base. And we're gonna, well, the base of the shoulder, and we're gonna place this in the vital circle, and just gently getting in there. Here we go. And on this part again, we're gonna do the twist. So just there we go. It fell down. Ah, jeez. It's so small. So you might need some magnifying glass if you have difficulty seeing this, but otherwise, you just gotta take your time. And there we go. So this one, just go the 90-degree bend. You can go over. 120 is good too. Just there we go. Alright, now I have to do it to the other one too. Alright, so I placed 2 of them, and we're just gonna wrap this around. There we go. And now this, I should have bent this one first. There we go, we got the tab there. And I'm gonna do just a fold, not the twist. Because since it's outside, or on the corner, I think that's just gonna be my rule. If it's on a corner, I will do just a fold. But if it's inside, I'm gonna do a twist. Alright, there we go. I think that should do it. Bend this guys a little bit more. Then we gotta bend this there. And this one too. Alright. And there's more to do. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue this and probably just show you the final product, unless I've come across interesting section of building this. Alright. Alright, so upon completion, you're gonna get something like this. And I have to say, this guy is amazing. All that metal parts. I'm actually calling it the metal build. But yeah, there's panel lines on it, really nice. Excuse my oil prints from my fingers. Yeah, this will attract a lot of your fingerprints. But you know, nonetheless, it does look nice. And I spent quite a bit of time on this one. I started last night and spent a couple more hours today. It did take me a little bit to get used to how to bend things, and of course there's that a little bit of I'm kind of scared that I might break something, you know, considering how thin it is. But fortunately enough, I didn't break any bends. And there are certain times that I had to rebend them because I forgot to put something, or I actually bend them the wrong way. So I have to say, it's a very sturdy kit. Pretty cool. Alright, and here's right next to the RX-78. This is a real grade, and it's a 1/44 scale, so it's a little smaller. The real grade is about 5 inch. This is just about 4 and 3 1/4 inch tall, just slightly you know, shorter. But you know, nonetheless, the details is there, quite amazing. Alright, so let's take a closer look at it. Alright, so taking a look at this, we see the details on the face. I find the face a little kind of off. As you can see, the side of the face, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's kind of pointing outward. There is that side, the vents here, and even the hole on top, for what it seems to, for the Gundam, or what do you call it, the Vulcans, there we go. Yeah, it's there, but it's just a little off. Even the eyes just that it's a flat metal which has a little bit of, well, the details, kind of like the etched, to kind of give that a white look. Although I should have bent that a little bit more, just too flat. Then you have the V-fin here, you have the camera, that it's really just very interesting built. And going further, actually on the back here, I just want to point out the beam saber handles. This is nice. And I made that mistake where from the early on I showed that the details on this one, the circular part, is actually inside. So when you fold the top part, you can see the details. Unfortunately on this one, I did that the first time, then when I look at the box, wait, that doesn't seem right. So I had to flatten it out again and wind it up. But fortunately enough for this one, you can actually use the tip, the handle of the beam saber right here, and that worked, you know, quite well. Although I still have a little bit of a, still a little bit of struggle in that. Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's doable, as you can see. But again, the details, just amazing. Even the cap area here, you have to mold that. It's a separate piece. The shin guard here, that's a separate piece. I did have a problem connecting the leg to the on the lower feet. I guess I've already closed everything up here. Should have left a little bit open because the plate underneath or top of the foot, yeah, it would have been better if this wasn't closed already. But yeah, there's a lot of tabs. And some of them, I did the twist method. Some of them I just flattened it out. But the twist method seems to be a lot easier and a lot more sturdier. So There's a few of them kind of like knob marks that just sticks out. Which on this one, you wouldn't really not notice it as much. But yeah, this guy is amazing. Highly recommend this if you're up for the challenge. And it's a fun one. Actually, I want to point out that I just checked Amiyami. It's back. It's available again. So on that one, I think it's about 2,000 yen or so. But plus shipping, it still goes down to about 30 something. Yeah, so if you want to check, if you want to get this, I'll put the link down below. And there's also the Zaku, which I might try that on another day. But yeah, this is quite fun. And that's pretty much it for the review. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, it's a just pretty fun build to have. Alright, and that's about it. So until then, this is Speeds. Thanks for watching.